We're featuring Mastercard on 11/3 of 2013. With the calendar year of an extreme bull run in Mastercard is once again, Mastercard, like any stock in any bull run, gets overbought. And we're at an overbought process again, just as we were over here. We got extremely overbought over here on 9/19, September 19th. We made the high of 695 and we pulled back, as we said, to 647. That was a $50 pullback. The put options paid very good, just like when we got overbought over here. What I am saying now is the December regular $740 put pays big. We are overbought. Mastercard will come down within this next pullback within the broader markets. So when we look at risk and where profits are going to be made, we haven't tried to short Mastercard at all because that would have been a suicide mission. It had a pullback here for 3 days. It reported quarterly profits, gapped right back up here to 737. $740 put, Johnny, for December regular, volume 50 contracts. The weekly chart, as you can see, is right up here. And we had to tell you that Mastercard was great to be long, but it's time to make money on the other side of the trade. And it's time for people, or let's say the people that I'm talking about are institutional people. Institutional people who bought Mastercard have to take year-end profits. So they did well on the earnings report. Visa, which I'm going to feature here, Visa had a big down move on their quarterly reports. All happened last week. Here's the daily chart. Visa went from the highs. We said and featured Visa was extremely overbought going into earnings and there was going to be a correction. So the high there was $204 and the current low was, how about that? $194.26. We bought some Visa down here at the bottoms because it wasn't overbought. It got to a good area of support. It tested its 20-day simple moving average, the red line, and buyers stepped back in. What I can say is the pair trade is to buy Visa on pullbacks and short the overbought Mastercard. Short Mastercard and go long Visa on the pullbacks. And here's Visa. So that is the trade management setup between the two companies here. One is corrected, and we could still come down lower. We're going to be buyers at different support levels, and we're going to hedge the trade with, once again, shorting extremely overbought Mastercard for the 1,740 put options on Mastercard. One of the things that I'll be happy to show in the chart is called a put chart that we have for, let's go to December regular. And on the put charts that we have, we're going to see what kind of data that we can get here as far as what the value is on a daily level. We're going to take a look at, one of the ones that we'll take a look at is slightly below the market. There isn't many contracts traded. They pulled back to $22 here. So this is below the strike price. This is the one that we'll look at getting for a short-term trade on Mastercard because Mastercard's overbought. It's going to pull back. That is the December $730 put regular. There's also another one that we'll be looking at is how cheap the $700 put, which is $37 below the market, December 700. And we can see that they were $19.50 up here. They marked them down here to the lows of $10. This would be a short-term trade for premium only.